Welcome everyone. Paul here, Music Villa, Bozeman, Montana. I'm with my blindfolded friend Quinton King, and you know, we just wanted to do another little Rosewood back and sides kind of comparison. We're not, you know, I'm going to tell him which guitars we're doing, but I'm going to hand them to him in a different order. Basically, you know, we want Quinton to play these. I just want to hear him without his bias of what it is, or without his opinion of knowing what the guitar is. So he knows they're all Rosewood. We have a Taylor. We have an 814 Taylor. We have a Martin D28. We've got an Eastman. We've got a Gibson Songwriter, and we've got a Guild D55. So they're all pretty much classics. So, Quinton?
Yes, sir.
Let's start with one.
Okay. Uh-oh. It's always
You ready?
that part. Yep. If you can hand me the neck.
There you go.
So that I don't, because I know the Taylor's going to have that cutaway, and I don't want to mess up.
Oh, yeah. And just, you know, any thoughts you got. We're not trying to like...
Well, this feels recognizable,
okay,
right? So the neck width is feels comfortable. Gloss action, if you listen close, you might hear some squeak on there, so I know it's good. It's very, it's got some depth, punchy, but it's not boomy. So, you know, a lot of the sound, as the videos are intended to show when we do the side-by-side, it's very relative, right?
Yeah.
When you're playing a guitar in isolation, it's harder to place the tonal dynamics, because it sounds really good to me here.
Yeah.
But as we move through the next guitars, it's probably going to accentuate some differences. But right now, plays nice.
Yeah.
It's got that nice dreadnoughty sound.
Yeah. You know what it is?
If I had to take a
Let's try
pick
this one.
on the first one, I'd say, see, this is where it gets tricky because Eastman's been doing such great work.
Grab
I
this
would
one
say,
too. We got a new one.
There
you go.
Neck in the hand. All right. That first one, I'd say Eastman or D28.
Okay.
So not as mid punchy, not as punchy as the first one there. Still very comfortable guitars, smooth, almost feels like a satin finish neck type thing.
Yep.
Feels standard.
Which you know what that is, most likely. Any ideas what that is?
Well, if what I really I'm strongly resisting the urge to see if there was a cutaway there, but I would say at that point I'd say that was either I sound a little deeper than what I would associate with a Taylor, so I'm gonna guess Gibson or the Taylor. So, you know, the first thought would be D28, but then because Eastman's been doing so well, I'm always torn between these two. But this one and the first one sound very, very similar to me, to my blindfolded ears.
I like that.
Kind of similar on the low end.
Really different when you're blindfolded, isn't it? Okay, I think that one feels really good to you.
It does.
I can tell. You feel it.
I like
there.
that one.
Okay, here's one more. For the record, though, well, I'll tell you in a minute.
Yeah, okay. Tell me, yeah. How many have we done so far? Is this
This is 4. We got one more. Yeah.
This is so hard. Feels nice. I mean, they all play really nice. Yeah. They all have really nice sounds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm waiting to hear is but it's just so relative, right? I'm going to reserve judgment on this one.
Okay.
But this one feels really nice. Plays nice. Good mid and punchy.
Last one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, D55. D50. This is what I was waiting to hear.
Right, yeah.
Because this one chugs like none of the
does.
others. So if this is the D55, then I would say that last one, oh, this, I feel like such a jerk. But
You look like one, too.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, gosh, the last one was, I don't know. It had what I thought was a surprisingly good dreadnought sound.
Yeah, it does have a good dreadnought sound. And for the record, this is actually Madagascar rosewood, so it's not Indian rosewood, so I did throw that one in.
For this one right here?
No, you were right on that one.
Yeah, this is definitely the D55.
Yeah, that's the
This is unmistakable.
The one before was the Eastman, but it's a Matty gas, Matty rosewood, not Indian rosewood. That's just a good comparison. Yeah, you can take them off now if you want.
I can take it off?
You can take it off, yeah.
Okay, gosh. So which one did I really embarrass myself on? The Taylor sounded really good. I had a hard time.
You didn't get it right?
I know. Okay. I didn't get it right because that Taylor surprised me when I. Yeah. I was expecting a thinner, more like focused MIDI punch for the Taylor.
Right. Yeah.
But
well, I think if you play them all at the end, we'll get to the end here, and you'll play them all again, not blindfolded, and we'll see if you play them differently. You know?
Oh yeah.
You might actually play them differently because you don't know. You know, you're going to play how the guitar reacts, and.
Well, I think that's what's interesting. You put the blindfold on, and it really is like a sensory deprivation situation, and you make these assumptions and associations, and the power of your own preconceptions of how a guitar is going to sound can really overwhelm you. So when I play a Taylor, I'm like, oh yeah, this is going to sound like a Taylor. Yeah. When I play Gibson, it's going to sound like a Gibson. But when you remove the bias of your visual cue, then.
But then that one's funny because you knew right away on that one. I mean,
as soon as you hit it.
Yeah. But we know that one. That's what you get in a D55.
It's
and you know, we could have brought in an HD28. We could have done a couple other dreadnoughts. The D28 is, you know, it's non-scalloped. It's kind of a, so it's like I said, you got to compare. This is just a kind of a fun way to get an idea of what these each do.
So I just want to point out that when I watch these videos, like anytime most folks hate to hear their own voice on the answer machine kind of thing, or your voicemail, because like, multiply that by 1,000, and that's what it's like to go back and watch myself on these videos. And so these are particularly humiliating. And but you know, it's
good.
It's all for science, for the benefit. It's
totally.
The take-home message here is. Yeah. Don't let your brand bias affect your choice when you're going for a sound. When you really look for the how it plays, because you will be probably surprised by what you actually like versus the marketing, the branding messages.
What I get from it is you need many guitars because they're all a little different. So,
well, there's that too. There's that too.
Well, Quinton, let's move on. We got a lot to do. You got a bad thumb.
Yeah, I did. I fell. I've been learning how to cross country ski, which is not a pretty thing to look at.
Usually, you injure yourself on the downhill skiing.
No, this was flat ground. I just ate it. Yeah. I'm not very coordinated, yeah, so I'm still trying to get the bend down. I can't do the D chord where you come across. Yeah. So it's working on
we
it.
appreciate you making it today.
That's right. Just power through.
We're going to get to the end. You can hear them all together.
This is the Blindfold Rosewood Challenge, a.k.a. Another round of Quinton's humiliation for...
Use headphones,
for
people.
benefit. Yeah, there you go.
Quinton, thank you. Thanks for watching.